Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Remember the poop pile?
Everybody wanted to poop.
It's poop pile.
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 Poop pile.
Poop pile.
Poop pile. Poop pile.
Poop pile.
Everybody wanted to poop. Yeah. Poop.
Pile.
Poop pile. Poop.
It's poop pile. You guys had a pile of human feces in your backyard.
Poop pile.
Poop pile.
Poop pile.
Poop pile. Poop pile. We like this poop pile.
Poop pile. Everybody wanted to poop in the pile.
It's a poop pile.
Everybody wanted to poop in the pile.
It's a poop pile.
We shit on that thing for 100 days in a row. People from all over that apartment complex would shit there. It was like 1,000 shits in one pile. The neighborhood kids were like, I want to take a shit there. And we'd let them. We would announce. We would go, like that. Everybody wanted to poop.
It's poop pile.
Everybody wanted to poop.
It's poop pile.
Everybody wanted to poop.
It's poop pile.
Everybody wanted to poop. A poop pile. A poop pile. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Stoops.
That was a pile of fun by DJ Orlando.
I got it. I liked it. Especially because you're a big liar with this poop pile nonsense.
What do you mean?
Everybody knows it's a lie.
No, not.
You've had me you've tried to fool me for the last 11 years.
No, it's true.
It's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Give me one person who actually was on the poop pile, that pooed on the poop pile, that's not one of your best friends who lies.
Well, they're all people that live there, babe.
Okay, well then let's call those people up.
How do we find them still?
Blue
now?
Band's a producer. He can find anything.
Okay. Then
How do we
it.
find people? It's the internets, babe.
But how are we going to find their names? I don't remember the
figure it
names of the
out.
people my junior year of college.
That was a long time ago for you, too.
Look who's talking. You got to be kidding me right now.
Yeah, but you look older than me and you act older than me.
I do look older and I'm much more mature, but
That's not true.
yes, it is.
You're not more mature than
Yes, you're a child. So,
Oh, no. Don't go into so.
What do you mean?
I'm so much more mature than you.
No, you're not.
Why?
I'm just 10,000 times more mature than you.
10,000 times.
Yeah, you're a child. I'm a grown up.
I'm stupid. You smell. Your beard smells, and I smelled what you ate yesterday. We're going to talk about that.
Cincinnati was great. Thank you, everybody that came out to Liberty Township.
Liberty Township.
Very, very north of Cincinnati.
How was that new club?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
It's way better than the Kentucky.
Newport? Yeah,
That was a goddamn dog shit pile. Now, that was a poo pile. That location
It wasn't
was
my
a poo
favorite.
pile.
It wasn't my favorite.
No, me neither. It attracted the riffraff.
God.
A lot of drunks. It was really rough, that
A lot
club.
of animals in that area.
I had people vomit in that showroom a few times on me. I had a tweaker run up to the stage.
Tell you, if you're trying to get your act to dumb down, maybe do some spots. It would happen.
I know.
To get through the shows, all of a sudden,
I
on set,
know.
you're like your final show. You're like, oh my God, I'm fucking retarded now.
Yep. You guys like to fart and shit.
That's our show, by the way.
I know. Yeah, but we do it sophisticated.
Right, we're sophisticated
with like
farters.
songs and stuff.
No, I know. This
Living in
weekend,
town, shit.
I'm in Manly A-hole,
That's good.
sometimes called San Diego. Every show is sold out except for the show we added. I added a show Thursday at 9:45. So if you want to still come to the shows, it's at the American Comedy Company, Gaslamp District, downtown. San Diego. Is that downtown? I think it's downtown.
I don't know. It's where all the people
Gas
have
lamp.
fun. The gas lamp.
Anyways, we added a show Thursday.
Are you going to go to
So now we have
TGI
two
Fridays
shows.
like last time? You,
course.
me, and Kyle Kinane ended up
Yeah.
at TGI Fridays, remember?
That was fun.
It's really funny.
That was our most fun time of that week.
I know.
So thank you, everybody. Please come out. And then St. Louis Tits the next
That's
weekend.
a good one.
Yeah, 21st, I think.
I like that.
22nd, 23rd of July. And then, there's a couple things that changed. I got to, I'm not allowed to announce why yet, but I had to move some dates. But just to let people know what's happening, I can pull this up. I'm still coming to Magooby's Joke House. That's in Timonium, Maryland. That's the greater Baltimore area. So, balls and whores, please come see me. Then come on our bus, Ohio, August 11 through 13. I'm definitely coming there. Let's see. Charlotte, North Carolina, Comedy Zone, October 14 through, it's 14, 15. And then I had to move Jude Ork Titties. And the reason was because of this thing I'm doing that I haven't been given permission to talk about yet. But we moved it to October 27th through 29th. So I'm still coming. It's just about 6 weeks later. Laughing Derby in Loose Her Titsville, Kentucky, November 10th through 12. And then the Trocadero Theater in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We added a show. It is November 18th. That is on sale now. Jeans, what do you got?
All right. I go on tour. I do one-nighters now. September 27th, Seattle, Washington at the Tacoma Comedy Club. September 28th, Chartland, Oregon at the Helium Comedy Club. What?
Pork Them Whores Again.
Well, for what?
For Portland.
So that's a stretch.
Really? That was submitted by Mike Silver. Pork Them Whores Again.
Pork them whores again. Okay.
pretty good.
Oh, yeah, if you say it like,
Yeah.
pork them whores again.
Yeah.
Pork them whores again.
Pork Them Whores Again.
Yeah, I got
All
it.
right,
That's a good one. Thank you. October 4th, Dallas. But what would that be?
Phallus.
Phallus, Tejas at Hyenas Comedy Club.
Good club.
October
Good fun
5th, Huge Cum, Texas at the Secret Group. October 23rd, A Million Floppy Tits, Indiana.
Oh, yeah. We also got submitted Indian Apple Tits.
That's good. Indiana Apple.
KC.
And then October 24th, Cincinnati, Ohio at Go Bananas, my favorite.
Great club.
Obviously, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I'm going to commemorate the Cincinnati fart. I'm going to try to stay at that hotel, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Guys, get the tickets now for all those shows at thousandranch.com, THOUSAND ranch.com. Also, if you do your shopping on Amazon, please use our banner at http://www.yourmomshousepodcast.com.
And click on the Amazon banner.
At the bottom of the homepage.
All your shopping helps the show. And also, of course, we have bonus episodes, bonus content.
Boner episodes.
Boner episodes at Patreon.
man.
Put that down. Patreon. Put that down. .com/mom.
I like when you say it under your breath more.
Put that down. Put that down.
The angrier Patreon.
12 times. Stop touching that shit. We have a lot of fun stuff there. So Patreon, put that down. Patreon.com/mom. This week, we have some visitors coming to our home. So I'm going to try to get them in here to do some bonus content.
Boner content.
Yeah, boner content.
Are you going to say who they are, or are you going to keep it a secret?
Oh, we can say, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Mario Lopez is coming. My sister, Maria. God. And then later, well, actually next week,
God.
Top Dog and Charo are going to be here.
It's a huge family event coming up.
Yeah.
So, and then my cousins are coming up from Riverside, not that far.
Yeah.
My aunt. The whole clan's going to be here, guys. It's going to be crazy. But I'm excited to talk to Mario Lopez. We haven't talked to her in a while.
I know.
On the show.
We got to get her in here.
She's kind of a lot to say.
Shit, yeah.
Want to talk some shit?
You want to talk some shit? Talk some fucking shit.
I'm so afraid of her because she's very active and we're not.
I know.
She's going to like be doing wind sprints around our house.
She'll be like, oh my God, Tom is fat, Bert is fat, everyone's fat. You guys are fat.
What are we going to do today? Like, you're looking at it.
I know, you keep worrying about that. About what are we going to do today?
Because we don't do much. Like, we just hang out with our baby and like do a show. You know what I mean? We're not like big, we don't do a lot of activities for the sake of doing activities.
Right.
We don't have that kind of time.
She's like that.
Yeah, she's the kind of person that's like, okay, let's go to Starbucks.
Yeah, but she also finds the time. You can't tell her there's no time. She'll be like, no, there is time.
Yeah, we're just going to run ourselves into the ground.
Yeah.
Like you and I, we put the kid down and like, let's watch TV
energy.
now. Yeah. We don't like cook full meals and,
I hope you'll let me cook something for you. That's what she said.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I hope you'll let me cook something for you one of these nights.
She should definitely.
Yeah.
And then let her hang like the lights in the backyard too for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Do everything.
Let's just make her do her errands.
That
That's
bidet's not working downstairs.
Yeah, let's get her
that
to
work.
fix that.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Today I'm going to talk about, do steroids make your balls shrink? Well, the answer is yes, they do. But let me throw this at you. Is that really a bad fucking thing? This shit is big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand! Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Are you shaking your head?
You're Gruffosaurus Rex. I know what's going on. You know what it is? It's later in the day than we usually tape. You're a little tired.
Yeah.
Have some brown diarrhea in a cup.
Thanks.
This will make you feel better. You're used to drinking this instead of water anyways, so.
Yeah, sure. The fucking water champion.
You sabotaged me. I brought up that bottle of water and then you claimed it like it was yours. Liar.
You were going downstairs. I asked you to bring water, please.
I couldn't carry everything in my hands.
Jesus.
But if you were such a water person, you would already have taken care of your own needs
What are you talking
of
about?
water. Well, you wouldn't pass it off on me.
I can't ask you to bring water?
Not if you're a water champ. You should just have it up here.
Oh my God, you're such a jerk today.
Tom,
What?
can we please talk about... We'll get into this guy because I think it's amazing.
This guy looks good.
It's just a natural
Yeah.
look.
A healthy dude. Someone's into health. Jesus.
Someone's way into health. But you don't think it's amazing when you came home yesterday from your trip?
Yeah.
And I smelled your beard.
Yeah.
And I guessed what you had for dinner the night before.
Yeah, because I hadn't showered because I went from show to the hotel and I had an early flight.
Right.
And you were like, you put your nose in my beard and you go, you had meat? I go, last night I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
It's
good.
so cool that it stays trapped that long.
Right.
I would think that it was like, a few hours, but
Right.
it stayed in there for 15, 16 hours.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
you flew and you woke up and you ate other garbage.
Right.
Probably had Bojangles in the airport.
I didn't have Bojangles.
You don't like to get that
No.
before you fly? 6 in the morning?
I don't ever, as much as I am somebody that'll eat definitely garbage sometimes, I never do the morning
Oh,
trash. No.
Like McDonald's, like when you see people just lined up at 5 a.m.
No, I'll eat it
Who's doing
pretty bland. Or if anything, I'll go to one of the airport restaurants for breakfast so you can get an
Yes.
actual cooked breakfast, but not, you can't do, and the real savages are the people that bring the bags of fast food on the flight, you fucking asshole. On the 7 a.m.
I know.
You can smell fast food. You're like, dude, you're going to eat that on this flight?
It always smells like farts, too, because it's an egg sandwich
Whole
from
plane
McDonald's.
smells like farts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, real assholes.
Why is it something good? Like, those mashies, the hash browns?
Yeah.
Then I'm like, fuck, I want those, Mm-hmm. Anyway, I thought that was just a real testament to my talent as a beard
Yeah.
smeller
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
could tell you what you had for dinner the night before.
It was impressive. I'll give
Thank
you that.
you.
I'll give you that. I hate you in a lot of ways, but that was impressive. Yeah. People are really listening right now don't realize that they missed a burp that you did because it's cut out of the show now. But
Yeah.
when you burp during our goddamn ads, I have to cut it out.
And I'm sorry. Does that make you feel better?
A little bit. Yeah, it's a good
You know
start.
what it is? Here's what needs to happen. You need to have a nap today. You need to eat nice things, and you need your balls milked because you're a little intense, and it's because your balls are full.
Yeah.
It's true. You're all fired up because we haven't done it yet. You just got home. I had to go to the lady doctor this morning, so we couldn't bang it out yesterday, and now you're all backed up, and you're angry as fuck, and I know.
Yeah, all right.
Does that make you feel better?
Sure. I like you more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, Tom.
I love you too. You want to talk about, want to see the steroid guy?
Yeah.
I haven't seen all these yet. I want to see what he talks about.
Is it such
So
a bad
far,
thing that your balls are
It's a great idea. It is something I've never considered.
I don't know.
Does it suck to have your balls shrink? I don't know.
It's kind of, you've never actually heard that argument. I've never heard that
Never heard that
It's
argument.
Like, what's so wrong with that?
Yeah.
Visually and aesthetically,
Which are the same thing.
looking at, would you prefer to see a dick hanging lower than the balls or fucking balls hanging lower than the dick?
Dick hanging lower than the balls.
Look at that voice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Her
I want to
dick-
see her dick and balls. Yeah.
Exactly. Her dick hangs lower than her balls.
You
for
look at her
sure.
and you're like, okay. And she goes,
Yeah.
dick hanging lower than the balls.
lower than the balls.
Wow. Because you see, for our listeners,
Yikes.
a woman with a lot of cleavage showing, clearly into fitness as well. in
But
this
she got
gym.
them hard titties. Like when the titties not titties no more, it's just hard
Yeah,
muscle.
she's got the pecs.
Yeah.
He has completely unnatural. This dude looks like somebody drew him. Like
It's crazy.
it's like a sketch of a muscular person. It's comical. It's ridiculous. So, how do you feel about that question?
I mean, I think it's okay. Like on either end, it's too extreme. If
No,
the
because
balls
it's got to be one or the other.
if the balls are too small, because I don't
No,
know.
what about his question? Would
Oh.
you rather see balls hanging lower than the dick or dick hanging lower than the balls?
It's nothing I've thought about
Think about it
in
now.
life. I don't give a fuck. Is that enough of an answer? Like,
Yeah, that's a legit answer.
you know why? Because they all come in different shapes and flavors and
Whoa,
sizes.
whoa, whoa. Flavors.
I care more about the taste, right?
Flavors. Jesus.
Well, because when men get older, don't the nuts kind of hang lower than
Look,
the dick anyways?
you've been seeing balls hanging lower than the dick for the last 11 years. What I'm saying is, when you're alone,
Oh yeah, they
and,
do. See, I don't think about it.
but when
I'm
you
just
watch,
like, oh, yeah.
when you're online on RedTube and you're
Yeah.
googling like,
But you don't see the dick
super
and
long
balls
cocks.
together.
What do you mean you don't see the dick?
Like, because they're usually inside of somebody. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it starts out like when they do the unzip, right? And the girl's like, ooh. And he's like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
Like that part, those big old dongs hang below the balls.
Right. See, I don't notice that. To me, balls are like an afterthought. They're,
Really?
At least for me, they're just not part of the primary. They're just in the background, dude. Like, I don't even consider them really.
Well, I would say that I've seen you consider mine, so I feel like you're not being totally
That's
honest
because
right now.
we're married. I don't do that for everybody.
Jesus.
You
But
don't.
if somebody was asking me to describe you, I'd say, well, she's a ball aficionado.
You consider the balls when you're married because that's
But you're always like playing games.
because we're married and I got to keep it interesting. But for every other guy that I've been with, who cares?
All right.
I don't
Next
care.
clip. Here we go.
Of course, you would rather see a dick hang lower than the balls. Now, some guys are blessed and have big fucking dicks, and some guys are fucked and have little motherfucking dicks. So,
Wow.
the guys that have balls that hang down lower than their dick, I would think they would want their fucking balls to shrink.
This guy's a genius.
Yeah, this guy is pretty cool.
And you know what I love too, and I really
I know that I want my balls to shrink.
Hold on, I love these guys that are super aggressive, like whatever it takes. Like that, it's so dumb. Like really, whatever it takes, huh?
Well, that's a real gym rat attitude. It's about like
annoying.
I work out all fucking time.
I get it. Yeah,
and never stop.
Sorry. So what did you just say though? I'm sorry.
I don't know what I just said.
The dick and the.
He said it, babe. I didn't say it.
But you said you're not sure if you want the dick to be longer.
No, I said I don't want my balls to shrink.
Yeah, I think it's not healthy.
I mean, no. Why would I want them to shrink?
I think it's not good for you. I think it decrease your testosterone. No,
well,
it increases testosterone, decreases sperm.
You have such a jump in testosterone that your body's natural testosterone output decreases, right? Because you're pumping yourself with unnatural amounts. Your natural production of testosterone goes like, there's way too much inside of me, goes down. So your testes shrink too.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's a, price you pay for looking totally insane.
Looking so awesome and perfect like this guy. Jesus.
Because this isn't healthy.
Got like veins in the chest and the shoulders.
To me personally, and this is just me personally, this never looks
it doesn't look good.
Than just being normal.
This guy's in a lot of pain, though. You can tell.
Of course.
I mean,
of course.
This is the same as seeing like a 500-pound person.
Of course.
You go like, that person's in a lot of pain.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, and you can tell by a lot too. Like the voice is a voice of pain.
Yeah, the Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah,
hard living.
He's got the jet black, unnatural hair. That's not his hair. Yeah, like the tattoos that are just running all over nothing about this guy is
balanced.
No, this guy.
Because honestly, having balls hanging down below your dick is not the best look. And it only makes your dick look even smaller than it is. So, you just heard it from a hot girl, and I guarantee you every fucking girl out there is going to say the same fucking thing. They'd rather see the dick hanging lower than the balls.
Now, here's what I do love about this guy. Everybody in this world, you always make, you have to live with your situation, and you have to make your situation,
right,
in your mind at least, acceptable. Just like, or you end up hating everything, right? You hate yourself. This guy, obviously, he hates that his balls have shrunk. Right. They're small, but he's telling the story of it's awesome.
Yeah.
He's seen her at the gym. Look at the way she looks at him with like pity. You can see it in her face.
Yes.
She's like, oh, like it's like
he's so troubled. Kevin's got problems.
Like, and of course. And he was like, when I say, which do you want, the cock or the balls smaller? And she's like, okay, the dick hanging. And now it's like his story that he wants to believe. He's putting it out there. He doesn't believe what he's even selling. You know? But
I agree.
He's working by making every fucking girl out there wants small balls. Like, no, they don't, dude. No.
No. I now that I do think about it, I think a nice pair of big slobbers, like goat nuts, it's a sign of male virility. You want a guy with low hangers, with low hanging fruit, because that means he's been around. He's fertile.
Yeah.
He's pumped loads. That's what you want.
And you love that ball slap. You're always like, slap those balls against me hard.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that part too.
You're always like, give me that ball slap.
Have I said that before?
Yeah.
Because he got tiny little marbles. You can't do that.
He can't do that. I got big old hangers on me.
You do.
God didn't give me a real great cock, but he gave me the balls to make up for it.
That's not true. That's not true. Now, but your dad's got.
Oh my God. You got to see my dad's balls again.
I have, yeah.
No, but I want you to actually hold them this time.
No, thanks. Do you think he'd let me?
No. But I think if I was like, you got to show Christina your balls, he'd be like, tell me. Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. He would show me. We could not tell your mom.
No, but I would want him to bend over so you can see him from behind. That's the angle.
Oh my God. How have you seen them from behind?
Because I've seen him change. It's like I've been in the room when he's like putting on underwear, and I'm like, oh my God. He's like,
it's the worst view of anybody.
He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, look at your balls. Your balls hang so low.
Very few men look good from that angle, by the way. Even if you're super fit, Like even a really fit guy bent over and you see the balls hanging.
We'll talk about them when they come.
It's not sexy.
Hopefully we'll do a segment on his balls.
What does your mother feel?
That's what I want to get into. No, that'll be a new thing. Because I think what we can try to do is just speak to them for half an hour, or we just talk about farts, shits, and balls until she really loses her mind. Really upset.
She really has a low tolerance.
Very low.
Now,
please.
She'll stay on the line a little longer if I'm
in the
involved.
room, it's great. Yeah.
Like, because then she'll...
But I'm going to put them right here.
Yeah. I think that's the way to do it. She's going to walk out.
Please.
Do you know any girls out there that get turned on by a fucking pair of balls? No. Okay, so having the balls shrink maybe 20 to 30.
What?
Scott, he's so...
How much?
Probably 1%.
I think...
Percent.
Can I tell you, though, it would be more weird to me to see a man with tiny shrunken nuts.
Of course.
Than nice hangers, than, you know...
You could tell he so was like, look, you can work out here for a month for free if you just do my cock and ball video. Because... It's clearly she's coached into saying whatever.
Yeah. Or she just takes pity. I think that is a pity face.
It's a total pity face. Do you know anybody that likes small balls, the big balls?
No? Oh, okay.
Oh. I've talked to girls that say they like balls.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's something for everyone.
They want them on their face. They want drag balls.
Who's been telling you that?
A couple chicks I know. A couple girls I know.
What girls? You don't know any girls besides your sisters.
My
Maria would.
Maria, I'm sure she'd be like,
it's like, I mean, I fucking love balls. Like, talk about balls.
That whole thing?
Oh, yeah. She's such an animal. She's such an animal. I fucking love balls.
I fucking love balls.
I don't mind balls. It's just, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
It's a non-issue for me.
It's like a good fucking thing. In fact,
on the salad, you know?
Right.
Who cares? I can eat salad with or without the crouton.
Oh.
Man, he's damn.
Shrink maybe 20 to 30% is probably a good fucking thing. In fact, not probably, it is a good fucking thing. The higher your balls are, the bigger your fucking dick looks.
He's really into this.
He's really selling it.
Yeah.
But there's guys out there that are like, yep, I'm on board.
I'm on board.
Make my dick look bigger.
But they have to. If you're a juice head like this, you gotta start being like, hey, it's a good thing to have. You know, you're finding the positive in it.
You find the rainbow.
Yeah, life gives you lemon, and you got AIDS.
Get fucked up on the weekends.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, I tell shit how the fuck it is, and my opinion is, I would rather have my balls shrink 20 to 30%, and my balls have shrunk 20 to 30%, so my dick looks even bigger than it did. So. What the fuck is the problem here? Right?
Yeah.
That was the best laugh I've ever heard.
Right?
Problem here. Right? The problem here. Right?
Yikes. Oh, boy. Oh, what's the 5%?
The problem here. Right?
God. What a fucking lunatic this guy is.
She doesn't want to be in the video.
Yeah, she's like, are you trying to get me? Because I feel like this also, he asked her to do this video to see if like talking about his dick and balls would entice her.
Maybe.
And I think she's like...
Yeah. She's like a nice girl that works there.
Yeah. She's like the front desk girl who checks people in.
Yeah, but she works out for free there.
Yeah. And he's like, you want to see this dick and balls?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, he's old as fuck too, by the way, for her. What's up?
Nothing. Just checking. Avails coming in. Avails. Okay. So,
well, that's neat. So we went for breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
And, which is nice because we haven't seen each other in days.
I know. It's been
days. And I wanted to catch up with you and hear about Cincinnati. And we got our meals. We had our breakfasts. And then you ate yours in about 30 seconds. And then I ate mine at a normal human pace. So I'm halfway through mine. And you're done eating. And you're like, I got to go to the bathroom. Which is what you do to me 90% of the time. So
totally normal.
I got half a plate of food.
That's normal.
And now I'm sitting at the fucking restaurant all alone, eating my breakfast while you take a shit at the restaurant for 10, 15 minutes. And by the way, you didn't tell me you had to shit. You were just like, I gotta go out of the bathroom. Bye.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. What's wrong with that?
Because it takes the fun out of going to a restaurant
Well,
with
we were
you.
almost done.
No, we weren't almost done.
Yes, we
I was
were.
halfway done with my meal.
You were more than halfway done.
I was not. I needed someone to sit there and talk to me.
No. You were more than halfway done.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm doing something. Jesus, this is like what I get asked every 2 seconds.
Because we're doing a show right now.
It's for a reason, obviously. It's for the show.
Okay.
Jesus.
What, is it a special call-in?
You can keep talking, babe.
Oh, my God. But you're the only person I'm supposed to be talking
But I can
to.
still handle the conversation with you.
Oh, God.
I can still do this.
This is our marriage 20 years from now. I gotta check my voicemail.
I wasn't fucking gone that... First of all, I was gone 2 minutes, and you make it a big deal.
It wasn't 2 minutes. It was like 15.
No, it wasn't 15
But if I wanted to have breakfast alone, I would have gone alone.
But you didn't have breakfast alone. You
Half of my breakfast alone.
It was not half of your breakfast.
It was.
You're such a liar. You lie like... you lie for a living.
Oh, my God.
This is a crazy amount of lies. Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Okay, and then... Really?
Yeah.
What? How was your shit, though? You didn't even
It
tell
was
me.
awesome. And it only took a few minutes. I was back right away. It wasn't
How's
long.
your IBS? How was it on the trip?
It was not bad. A little bit of mud, a little sludge, but other than that, it was fine.
What caused
I'm
it?
putting off the tests that he wanted me to do because I'm doing that food allergy test.
Okay.
See how that goes first.
When's that happening?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay, good. So we'll have some news for people
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
Pretty good. I think I have a food allergy.
What are you allergic to?
I don't know. I'm too dumb to know. But that's why I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, you always lie and you always exaggerate about like how long I was gone and how crazy it is that I was gone. It's so ridiculous. You're always like, oh my God, I had this whole meal alone. It was like 2
I said
minutes.
half the meal, half of it.
What would you prefer I do in that situation?
Hold it in.
I had to go.
But here's the thing with you is that you can hold in the dump for a long time. We've been on road trips together where you're like, I got to take a shit.
But if you have to know that if I decide I got to go, it's because I got to go.
So you've been holding it in already for like half hour is what you're saying? Because you can't hold it a long time.
Yeah, I have to go when I go, babe. That's the whole point. I have to go. You don't get it? I gotta go. You got it? What'd you hit? You hit something.
Yeah.
What'd you do? You ruined something.
I just hit this
No,
wire, dummy.
you ruined something. What'd you ruin?
I hate you the most.
Fuck. It's hot. It's hot. I need it to be less hot right now.
Okay. It's horrible.
I did news show again this week.
Uh-huh.
In Cincinnati. It was really fun. This is like the difference between the good ones and the not so good ones. I figured out isn't me, it's them. It's when they're game
yeah.
for it. And these people were like in such a good mood for this.
Good.
I walk in, I had diamond earrings in, and they were like, hey! Like they were just jazzed for it, you know?
Okay.
Let me see if you can... Oh, you know what? Even on their own, they put this up on the Chiron.
No.
Look at that.
They didn't on their own
Look at
put
that.
that up on the Chiron.
Look at that.
I saw
There's
that
a
on
still
Instagram.
photo.
I did.
It says Tom Segura, and then quotations, the water champion.
What did they say when you told them to put that up?
Okay.
They're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a good idea.
I don't think so. You talked about consuming a lot of H2O. You want to talk about water Olympics?
Well, the water championships, I actually won. I'm the current water champion. Southern California, they have these competitions. I drank 2.5 gallons in 6 hours.
Stupid.
And I'm just very proud of it, you know. Oddly enough, my wife also competed. She came in last place because she drank. You ever seen a Yorkie drink water? And they go like...
Yeah.
That's my
how
wife.
she drinks?
Yeah, that's how my wife drinks.
Just sipping.
Just sipping, yeah. And I was just like, yeah, it was great.
That's so funny because that's why some guys, I get it now, because on Instagram I posted photos of me drinking water and people were like, those are Yorkie sips. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. What a funny thing to say to me. And then, well, now I see the origin of the Yorkie sips.
Yep.
That's really funny.
Oh, man.
Interesting. Well, why don't you check your email? I'm about to send you something.
Oh, boy. What the fuck did he do now?
What if fuck who?
I don't know. Let me see if I have any audio to combat what you're about to do. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, here.
You don't even know what I'm going to do.
What about this, though? No. This was also from the interview. You got to watch.
Bert Chrysler. Tell me about Bert Chrysler.
He's so fat. Who
is Bert Chrysler?
He's this really fat comedic friend of mine. Okay. And we're having like a who is fatter thing going on. And he's like so much fatter.
Yeah.
So I tell them the big news.
Yeah.
Which is that I talked to Bart, and
now it's Bert Chrysler. Oh, boy.
I talked to Bart, and now we are doing it. This comes on sale today. It's the Bert is Fat shirt. Hashtag Bert is Fat. Mm-hmm. We've normally we wouldn't sell a shirt so close to the release of another shirt. You know, we spread it out.
Right, but this is special.
This is really special. We did lower the price because we wanted people to get a little bit of a price break on it, but it's still super high quality. It's, what is it called? Water-based ink, smooth feel. And then, you know, it's really about picking teams. It's like what I was saying to this lady. It's about picking a team.
It's like, because
to be fair,
Twilight.
Yeah.
Team Edward, Team Jacob.
We also made a Thomas Fat shirt. Bart's been a good sport about it, so we figured. And I get his 7 fans will message me sometimes and be like, "No, you're fat," and then you 7,000 will hit him up. But here's what it's about: we're splitting the costs, we're splitting everything in it. It's really about which team are you on. It is Team Jacob and Team Edward.
Team Edward, yeah.
If you're Team Tom, get a Bert is Fat shirt.
Right.
If you're his side, you get a Tom is Fat shirt. They're going to be on my site at tomsegura.com. Free shipping in the domestic U.S. And I'm just hoping to, in the end, to show him numbers wise who has more support.
Hands down, he's fatter.
Yeah, not only is he so much fatter, he thinks he can rally his troops.
There's like 10 troops, like you said. There's no troops.
I know. So
he doesn't have mommy power behind him.
Yeah, he was like, whatever, I have a normal podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. It's fucking
normal.
Boring. Oh my God, I'm sweating. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
You guys, Tom is so much fucking fatter than me. His fans write the dumbest tweets too. Our fans have like super
funny,
creative, like they're like comedy writers, and his fans are like, "Fuck you, man," and you're like, "Oh, good one."
Not too smart.
No,
our listeners are smart. And
his
funny,
listeners have his same fucking like mentality. You know?
Yeah,
it's kind of pretty baseline. Stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Then I had another Heineken. Oh.
I predict the Bert is Fat shirts will be sold through the roof. We're going to sell like 2 Thomas Fats.
I want it to like absolutely. I want the numbers to I want it to be a landslide, like a massacre.
Of course.
Like I want to start with like, dude, actually, you know what? There was actually a substantial Thomas Fats shirt sold. You know, it was like 65 or something. He's like, see, I told you.
This is so great.
And I'll be like, and then we sold 800 Bert is Fat shirts. And then I hope people start wearing Bert is fat shirts to Bert shows.
Oh,
to my
yeah.
shows, for sure.
Yeah.
But the best thing would him to look out and see a sea of Bert is fat shirts as he's performing shirtless in clubs. Because he does his whole set shirtless, and then he'll look down like, wait, does it say Bert is fat? Anyways, okay.
It's very exciting.
It is very exciting. It's very exciting. I'm very
Why don't you check your email?
Okay, let's see. What did you send me? Okay. For Christina, this says.
I'm sorry.
Fucking asshole.
It's interesting.
Okay.
We've compiled some images over the years here. You may want to look at the overwhelming evidence. Now, this...
What the fuck is this?
Blue Band here was kind enough to compile these more evidence against you being the water champ. Number one, you'll notice that is a full
We'll tell people listening
bottle of water.
what we're looking at.
So this is a still of your special Completely Normal on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the bottom, the time code here, it's the very end of your special. And you've got a completely full bottle of water on stage with you. It's
I
like
can't tell how much
prop
water is in
water.
that. I can't tell how much water is in
It
that.
looks full to me.
Actually, I don't know how anybody could be able to tell.
I can see it just
Tell by
fine.
the way the light hits it.
Yeah.
very
Thank you,
full.
Blue Band. Thank you. Yana, may I submit for your consideration
Okay.
that is one
That's-
full bottle of water. So you just have it there so people think you hydrate.
Okay.
It's prop water, like it always is with you. Mm-hmm. All show, no drinking. You
Okay.
never drink it. You never take one sip in that special.
Okay.
Let's look at the other evidence, Your Honor, please.
Okay, 1 second. Let me get this real quick.
It's a really dark image, no?
It is? Let me see. Does this play?
Tell me about Bart Chrysler.
Okay, sorry. Just making sure that was here.
Can we please vote
Bart
tonight?
Chrysler.
Sorry.
Tell me about Bart Chrysler.
He's so fat.
He's so fat.
Okay. All right. Now this is your next bit of evidence here?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
It's curious how you're messing this up, huh?
No, I'm not.
Okay, and this is your other
You're
special
ridiculous. This is
monthly
fucking
stories.
ridiculous.
And if you'll notice, we're at the very end of the special here, and the time code, it's at the end, you can see. And there's yet another full water bottle. And that's at the very end. Look, you took maybe like you would say a Yorkie sip, and then the rest of it's totally full, and we're at the end of the special.
Okay.
Okay, so again, more stunt water, all talk, no hydration.
If you ask anybody listening now that was at the Saturday Late Show, let's say,
Okay.
let's ask them how the set ended, because I'll tell you what happened. I did a show, and at the end, when the show was over, I pounded a bottle of water for everybody, and they celebrated.
You didn't do that on Mostly Stories.
I did
You
off
didn't do that
camera.
on.
I did off camera. Didn't make the
You
special.
never hydrate off camera. We all know this.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, next piece of evidence, please, Yana.
God, so ridiculous.
I was at the Comedy Store this Saturday, and I hydrated while I was on stage. Mommies were in the audience. Again, allow this evidence here. You have a full glass of. This is you on stage. Is this in Austin?
No,
Where
it's
is
in
this?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. And you've got a full glass, a pint glass of water
ridiculous.
with a little slice of lemon.
Yep.
Also, at the end of the set, we had this listener submit this as evidence. You didn't touch that water the whole time.
Anyways, okay.
A lot of water, no drinking. And there we go. This one's the most compelling
Beginning of the
evidence.
set. Beginning of the set.
How would you know that? How would
And what
you
is she
even-
doing? What is she doing?
So-
She's in disbelief.
This is this is you
This is from me and Irvine.
in Sperm Vine.
Yes.
And Tom is closing out his set.
No,
and
I'm
there's
not.
a pint glass of water, and the
Interpreter, because it was a sign
Interpreter.
language interpreter there.
she's eyeballing the water.
You've drawn a line from her to make it look like
Blue
she's
Man
looking at
did
the
that,
water.
but-
Like, wow, I've never seen that much water.
Exactly.
That's so stupid.
Exactly.
That is the dumbest
Look how long
fucking
this
thing.
man's been talking without taking
You
a
need to
sip of water.
stop doing this shit.
Nobody, she's
Bart
in
Chrysler.
disbelief.
Tell me
Why
about
does
Bart
that
Chrysler.
play? He's so fat. That's so ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And it's not accurate. Nothing that you did. Was
And also, there have been reports my reports indicate that while on the road performing too, you hydrate with club soda, with soda water, which isn't the same as water because there's sodium and it actually dehydrates you. Oh, my sources say that you drink soda water.
Never. You can ask anybody, hey, were you at the Liberty Township shows this weekend? People were seeing me drinking bottles of water. People were like, you're the fucking water champ. People were yelling it out, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been having, and I'm sorry to admit this, guys, number ones and number twos the last couple of days.
What?
Yeah. I haven't been eating well. I've been taking a lot of these new vitamins. I think it's the vitamins. Yeah.
And water?
I haven't been drinking as much water.
There you go. You gotta fucking soften that stool up. Yana, that's episode 274 of Your Mom's House at the hour and 20-minute mark, where defendant admits she does not consume the H2O that she claims she does.
No, first of all, that was an isolated incident. It sounded as if I was sick. Something was going on. If we could contextualize that properly, that would be great.
You know what the other thing we can contextualize? We have a new logo.
We can contextualize.
Yeah, here's the new logo for the show.
Ding dong.
New logo for Your Mom's House. Here it is. You're looking at it. That's the logo. It's me.
Stupid.
And it just says Tom, the water champion. And that's the new Your Mom's House logo.
It's dumb.
There you go.
You look good with those dumb earrings, actually.
I know. I got on the last Patreon show. Nobody said. I thought they were going to be like, ha ha, and they were all like, "What's up?"
Yeah, it kind of suits you.
Well, that outfit is like it. Actually, it's just part of that outfit, right?
Yeah.
There's a black shirt with gold lion on it. That hat, those sunglasses. Nobody even gives me shit about wearing sunglasses at these things.
I know.
I thought someone would be like, "Are you serious?"
You're such an asshole. No, I thought it. I was like, what a jerky move.
Of course. That is an asshole move.
You're not supposed to do that.
But I think at these shows, when you walk in like this, they think that's the real deal.
He's a comedian, so he can get away with it.
But I don't think they think I'm being funny. You know what I mean? I think they're like, oh, that's how that guy rolls.
DJ Dadmouth. Where's your water right now?
I'm thirsty,
Interesting.
actually. Please, I'm thirsty.
What's the next thing we have?
Come on, I have it. Give me the fucking water. I'm thirsty.
Oh, interesting. Why don't you have your own water?
Because I asked you to bring it, and you wouldn't fucking bring it.
You know what I have for you?
What?
Because I love you, I have backup La Croix in the tiny fridge under the desk.
Will you
just
grab
for
one?
you. Backup hydrations. Why? Because I'm the real water champ who
It's really
gives a
hot
shit
in
about
here.
hydrating. Yay, hot in here.
Is it cold?
Thank you.
Thanks.
What flavor? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a grapefruit liqueur. It's not LaCroix, is it? What is it? LaCroix, LaCroix.
They claim it's LaCroix.
I don't think so. But then St. Croix, right? That place, St. Croix, it's the same. Pamplemousse.
Now.
Now that's going to start.
Yeah.
That's why we stopped drinking these on the show because...
Oh, that's right. It got really out of control
It was
at
too
one
much.
point.
It's so bloopy. I was like, you guys are burping a lot on these La Croix episodes. So we cut it out.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's hot. Can we lower the air?
Well, is Baby Gene still sleeping?
I don't know. He can handle it, babe.
Okay. Well,
It's okay. It's going to be like 20 minutes of cool air.
What's going on?
All right, yeah. So Blue Band just reminded me to remind people that ordered Double Pipe Classic shirts that haven't gotten them, that they're all coming out this week.
Oh, that's such a good shirt.
Reorders.
I've been wearing mine. It's very soft. It fits nicely.
It is.
And
you're
it's a
sharing
great
something
design.
really cool with the world, you know?
You've been on this kick, by the way, where you're like, you want to hear a really cool fart? You've been saying it seriously now?
I got you good yesterday, too. I go, you want to hear a cool fart? And you go, nope. And then I farted real big.
I got you back.
Yeah.
Remember I sat on your lap and I farted?
You also farted in your middle of your sleep last night. You know
did?
That? Yeah, and it was like, you don't remember that?
No.
It was like a 3-parter. It was like, burm, 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 burm. And I was like, and you went, you don't remember that?
I don't remember
And then you
at
reached
all.
over and you like tapped me, and I'm like, babe,
not
you're like
remember.
pointing it out in your sleep.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. I feel like I'm the fart champ then.
Yeah. It was really nice to be like dead asleep.
Oh my gosh.
That was you in your sleep.
Oh my gosh. Oopsies. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot to go over. There's what do you want first?
I can't believe I farted in my sleep. I'm so proud of myself.
You want to talk about gender pronouns, or what do you want to talk about?
Gosh, yeah, we haven't visited that world in a minute. I'm curious to know, how are you feeling today? What pronoun are you going by?
You said that with so much surface level contempt.
Did I?
You're like, how are you feeling today? What pronoun do you feel like?
Well, you know.
Yeah. No,
I'm serious. What pronoun are we going by? What are you doing?
I'm Alligender.
What's up?
Alligender?
Allie?
Yeah.
What does that
It's
mean?
new. It's like when you incorporate, like, it's like you're Arabic, but you're like a donkey, but you're also like a sexless donkey.
I know what you're talking
But
about.
you're Arabic.
Totally.
You're Arab. You're Arab. Sorry.
Arab gendered.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This week I'm going to be talking to you about pronouns.
Yeah, he's
Sometimes
nice.
preferred pronouns or preferred gender pronouns or PGPs. Whatever you call them, pronouns are the things we use to refer to people in the third person that aren't their names. They're also often used as the linguistic representation of people's gender identities. So they're really important. Really, really, really important.
What's his pronoun?
Well,
oh wait, I said it.
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't mean to.
He might have. I mean, Zim might have. They, yeah. You can go they, them. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, no.
The first and most important rule regarding pronouns is to respect people's pronouns.
That's a big thing.
Always. There should be no questions. There are no exceptions. If someone says, this is the pronoun I want you to use to refer to me, that is the pronoun you will use to refer to them. Okay. Period. To do otherwise is offensive and invalidating and humiliating and at best awkward.
Okay.
I agree with that. That's that's an honest statement.
Right.
That once somebody says, "Call me this."
Yeah, if you're like you're like, hey guys, I'm not a she, I'm a zerd.
Zer, zim, they,
Zerbert.
I'm zay. Zerbert's not a thing. No.
It is.
A Zerbert?
What are you saying? I'm not a Zerbert. You're offending me right now.
Oh, I get it.
You have to identify me in the way in which I've chosen to be identified.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I actually had never heard Zerbert.
I'm a Zerbert gendered.
Okay.
It's the pre-rape Cosby era. Zerberts. You ever heard of Zerbert on the Cosby Show? I'm serious. You never heard of Zerbert?
Yeah. He's like, I put a pudding pop in your pussy.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. So far, I'm on board.
Rule number 2, always ask, don't assume. It's far better to ask what someone's pronoun is. Just be like, hey, hi, how are you? What's your name? What's your pronoun?
Okay, that part, let's be honest, that's a little more than awkward to be like, hey, what's up?
What's your pronoun?
No. I mean, he's trying to make it seem like that's not a big deal to do that. Yeah. That's super.
I understand the idea of like you should find out the person's pronoun, but it is kind of a weird question. Like it is kind of hard to be like, hey
like
Tom,
saying,
nice meeting you. What's your pronoun?
Yeah, it's like saying, hey, what's up? Can I see your tits real quick?
Right.
Like that's.
Are you tits or balls?
Yeah.
Are they small balls?
Yeah. Do you like cocks that hang below balls or balls that hang below cocks?
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. He's saying it's not a big deal.
I think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a person. I've interacted with people, and I know that it's a big deal.
I think so.
To be like, hey, what's your name? What's your pronoun?
Yeah, that girl at the Comedy Store I thought was non-binary. I wanted her to come in, and I was like, oh, you're non-binary, right? And she looked at me like, go fuck yourself.
Really?
Like, for me to ask, essentially, what's your pronoun? She kind of gave me a go fuck yourself.
She did?
She didn't say it, but her eyes were like, wait, what? She's like, oh, no, I'm not non-binary. My friend's daughter is, or whatever.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh.
Did she
But she didn't
look?
like the pronoun question.
Did she look?
Non-binary?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's definitely other gender identified, but I don't know, what her pronoun is. I don't know. See, I feel like it's offensive to ask her.
it feels this guy's thing of like, just always ask is not.
Especially as a cisgendered person, I feel as though my cisgendered privilege.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm being a dick.
Hey, what's up? What's your pronoun?
Don't assume.
Yeah.
It's far better to ask what someone's pronoun is. Just be like, hey,
I think he
hi,
has birds.
how are you? What's your name? What's your pronoun? Not a big deal. Or, hey, I just wanted to confirm. What's your pronoun?
Though, isn't he sweet?
He's nice.
It's so much
he has
better
to
to
put
do
his
that.
bird
It
away.
shows that you're...
Yeah, what gender is the bird, though?
Is it rude to ask? Blue Band, what gender is that bird?
Blue Band should be able to tell just by the chirps. But I do think, yeah, that's a lot to ask, man. What's up?
You know that
put the
trans
bird in
people,
the
that
other
you
room.
care about their gender identity and how they present themselves. You care about their pronouns. You respect them enough to ask what their pronoun is. You'd ask about someone's name. You should ask about their pronoun, too.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, pronoun.
That seems like a lot to do. I think someone should bring it up.
Yes.
I think that what you need to ask of somebody is respect people's pronouns, but to be like, start going around asking people's pronouns. How about you volunteer?
Yeah.
The pronoun, especially like if you know people are going to assume
that you're one or the other.
Of course.
Because then now you're going to be more offended when someone calls you a he and you're not.
It's not a lot to ask.
Yeah.
Like if you were to walk in and be like, I'm a they, them.
Hi, my name is Christina.
They,
Please
them.
refer to me as they.
Yeah. Otherwise, why would anybody assume that you're not going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Then you can't get offended at people.
I mean, maybe he's not, maybe he's saying to ask when you think
somebody's
on the,
yeah,
on the gender line.
The non-binary.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't hear that in the clip, but maybe that's what he's implying. I don't see that.
Yeah.
Most people are really just pleased when someone asks about them because it can feel very welcoming and accepting.
Is this Shane Lee's feed?
Especially when you're just newly coming out.
You gotta watch the audio, guys.
Worst case, someone will be like, my pronoun's he, duh. And you're like, okay, well, cool, no worries. And it's not a big deal at all.
He's sweet.
So wait, he's saying that he's he?
No, he's saying if you ask somebody and they're a he, that, they're going to be like, oh, duh.
Newly coming out. Worst case, someone will be like, my pronoun's he, duh. And you're like, okay, well, cool, no worries. And it's not a big deal at all.
Oh.
See, I think it's a big deal still. I think minimizing asking that. What if you really offend somebody by asking them?
Listen, the world is too complicated for me now with all these new genders. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I think you could really offend.
The guide is it's making it more complicated. I don't know.
Yeah.
There are a lot of pronouns out there, a huge amount.
Yeah, let's get more. I want
people
more.
Are slowly adding more. So the two most common ones are he and she. He is traditionally considered a male pronoun.
Traditionally.
She is traditionally considered a female pronoun.
Right.
However, it's important to note that some people use he or she, but do not identify as male or female.
Now you're really fucking people up, dude.
Oh, man.
Come on. So now not only do you have to say like, all right, whatever gender you are is fine. Yeah. I might like he. Don't fucking think that makes me a male gender.
A male. Fuck.
Come on.
So now we have to ask, what do you prefer? And then what really are you under that preference? It's so
insane.
Much work now just to know
so the two
people.
most common ones are he and she. He is traditionally considered a male pronoun, and she is traditionally considered a female pronoun.
Exhausting.
Right.
However, it's important to note that some people use he or she, but do not identify as male or female. So
they're assholes. Just so you know.
Well, then they should identify
if someone
with
says,
a pronoun.
my
You know what I
pronoun
mean?
is
Make
he,
life easy for everybody. Just identify with your fucking pronoun.
Of course.
you can't just assume that they're male, or if they say she, you can't assume that they're female. So if you were to say I prefer like masculine pronouns or male pronouns, it's sort of implying that everyone else who uses he uses is male, or that like everyone else who identifies as male uses he, which is also not necessarily the case. So it's better to just say I prefer he.
Okay.
Be done with it.
How about I just don't meet any new people ever? Because in 2016, it is a complicated thing to meet a new person. How about no new anyone?
I'm going to start saying I like he, him as my preferred pronoun, but I'm not necessarily male to people when they meet me.
I wish you could explain this to your dad.
That's a great one to bring up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Actually, let's play these clips for him. What? That's what we're going to hear a lot from him. What?
Yeah, play that for your
I
dad.
don't really understand what he is. Okay. Boy, this is real new stuff to me, Patty.
Yeah.
Now, so then there are also gender neutral pronouns. Gender neutral pronouns can be used for anybody of any gender, and they have no gendered meanings attached to them at all, which is super cool. And there are so many of them. The most commonly used is they. They is traditionally plural, but we already use it in a singular form to like maintain people's anonymity, or like if you just don't know what their gender is, you'll be like, oh, I was talking to a student and they told me blah, blah, blah. Totally normal.
Yeah.
So you can use it for specific people as well, and a lot of people prefer they.
That's on my Twitter bio.
Right. You're one of those people that prefer they now.
I like they, them.
How's that working out for you?
It's great.
Are people respecting your pronouns?
Mostly. What?
I think you really should. It'd be really funny if you insisted that like your agent, your manager call you they.
Do you think they would respect that? You think they would?
How do you institute this with
next most common I've seen is Z.
Okay, hold on.
Z can be spelled a bunch of different ways, and it can be declined.
This is what I'm saying. Like, okay, I get this in theory, and I understand it as a theory. How do you institute a new pronoun policy in your personal life?
Videos like this. Keep putting videos out.
Guys, it's Z from now on to your employers.
Remember Dakota, who was like, "Oh my god, it is not a preference; it is a requirement." If you want to deal with me,
but just explaining it to your family, your friends, your Twitter, like it's overwhelming.
I think there's also this total bullshit pushback on anybody again who questions or makes jokes about any of this. They're like, you don't fucking get the LGBT community. You don't get, like they.
Well, actually, I've been talking to LGBT community people, and it's LGBTQ now. I believe is the proper letter. And a lot of the people I've talked to don't. It's different. Like they think that this stuff is kind of out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not really on board.
Right. Because like they might be like, you know, I'm a gay.
Well,
guy,
it's different than sexual orientation.
Yeah, of course.
So.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's a lot, you guys. We got to be respectful. Jesus Christ. Too many things.
Too many things? You sound like my dad.
I feel like I'm a fucking. What world do we live in now?
It's like declension, like so, like he, him, his, and then Z.
I got
sometimes
a
we'll see
fucking
Z
headache already
here,
from this.
Here,
oh, Jesus
Z,
Christ.
Zim,
it's like German.
Zer. Yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot of options with Z. So if someone says I prefer Z, ask them what spelling and if they can use it in a sentence for you.
No, I'm not.
And that shows how much you care that you want to get their pronouns right. So that's a good.
What if you don't want to get them right?
I'm too tired to get your pronouns right.
I've also seen AM air like they, but without the TH. I've also seen thon, combination of that one. That one.
Yes.
Or hue, short for human, or
hummus,
per, short for person, or V, or G, or yo, or there's so many options. It's so fascinating.
It's not.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the word I choose. I think.
Yeah. It's such a burden to put on other people.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. So respect people's pronouns. Ask about them if you're not sure.
Okay.
Always a good idea. There's so much more to talk about with pronouns, but I just don't want to talk forever.
Yeah. No, we feel the same way. So
he's sweet.
I think he's a sweet guy, but
really cute kid.
Shit, man. After that,
I'm sorry, I was disrespectful. I didn't ask his pronoun. I don't even know.
Yeah, their pronoun.
Zer.
Yeah. After that, I feel like we could probably get into something like this.
This feels better. Cleanse the palate.
This is somebody that claims to have the longest part recorded. Recorded. A lot of people have seen this video and feel like it's doctored, you know? That you can manipulate it.
Could be. Ooh, snap.
We'll also play this for my mother. What do you think she'll say during this one?
This video, the audio is great, but the visual's better.
Yeah.
This is one you got to get on the YouTube to see, guys.
We should tell her this is Brian. She might believe it. Hey, you want to see what Brian did? His new movie?
She's going to think it's you.
He's too small.
you doctor this? It sounds pretty real.
I know there's room tone.
It sounds
he at least he knows how to edit because there's some room tone there. Yeah.
It sounds authentic.
We're 40 seconds into this fucking fart right now.
And then when he breathes too, it changes the tone of the fart.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
But there's fluctuations and pressure.
Oh, right. He's breathing.
You can't fake that. You can't fake that. Now, how come he's hiding his face? I'd be proud if I was him.
He doesn't feel like you.
You know why? He's not a Cincinnati farter like me.
Oof. Do you realize we are just over a month away from the anniversary?
It's a big deal.
By the way, this weekend, a lot of people were asking, and, I had a press schedule. I had to see family. I wasn't able to go down there. But Blue Band went and visited the, what do you call
Zero?
it? Yeah, Ground Zero. You went to the Renaissance.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was better than I expected.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
and you were able to do some stuff that we'll see a little bit later.
yeah, I want to go into details, but I also don't want to give away the surprise.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Wow.
But we'll have we'll have some stuff to show at some point.
Yeah, amazing stuff ahead.
Wow. I can't wait.
What a claim.
Yeah. Well, this guy's fart's pretty impressive. He's at 1:05. I can see as the final.
Yeah. What do you think your tally was?
I'll be honest. I'm gonna give it realistically.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
Do you feel that's an accurate representation?
Yeah, that's a long fart.
And it was long. But that's why it's the Cincinnati fart. It's not your everyday fart. It's a fart that goes down in history.
Yeah.
It's a fart you tell your children's children's children about.
And I'll tell you something. People know more than you might imagine about it.
Really?
Yes.
What does that mean? It's very cryptic.
It's not as big a mystery. It's not as hidden as you think. It's not just on the show.
Really?
It's people in Cincinnati know.
You mean the word, the smell is spread, if you will?
Locals know best.
Wow.
That's what I'll say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious to hear this audio, and I look forward to it. Blue Band.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Wow. Wow.
This is still going.
Yeah.
It's a minute right now. A minute.
It's a long time.
And it's got about 5
now I
seconds.
think it is doctored. Wow, he gave a little magic man at the end.
What do you think it smells like in that room right now?
I think those kinds with the sound, it doesn't have the same smell. If it's got a lot of sound, then there's not a lot of heat and not a lot of smell.
But sometimes there's real powerful short ones, not minute long, that smell.
That was all for show.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But that guy's impressive, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's good work.
Yeah. This one of the things I was excited about when I saw this clip come in. Let me see if I know.
You know, I had a fart when you were gone. I had an Amy's frozen dinner, which was a big mistake. And then I had some ranch flavored kale chips on top of it. Bad idea.
Yeah.
Bad idea. I laid in bed and I farted, and it was like, you ever fart and the smell is so foreign to you? You're like, dude, I've never even made a smell like that before.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It was like someone else's fart. It wasn't even mine.
Those are really a trip.
When they're
Sometimes when you travel, you have those where you take a shit and you're like, is somebody shitting between my legs? I don't know right now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is someone else farting in bed with me?
Yeah.
Because this fart doesn't smell like my own brand.
Yeah. Those really kind of scare you a little.
Yeah.
To me, they do.
It's like a ghost.
Like when it upsets you.
Yes.
You know, when you're like, ugh.
Because you're not supposed to be upset by your own. That's the whole point of the joy of farting,
You know
is
that-
that it doesn't upset you.
There's the reason for that is not just because it's not that it's yours. It's that your brain alerts you that this isn't going to smell good, and when that happens, the way you process the smell
So great. Yeah.
is different versus like if you
A
walk
surprise.
in and a surprise one.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
So
your
it's
brain
like-
tells you It's going to smell bad.
It's a reward.
Yeah.
And then when it comes true, you're validating
Yeah,
yourself.
you're like, oh, yeah, it doesn't smell good.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
So the worse it smells, the righter you are. Like the more correct your brain is, and that's why you get a high.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a neat scientific episode for our listeners.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat, man. But always trying to teach you stuff on this show. This show's about education. Do you want to hear this one? I thought you would really enjoy. We've actually seen this guy before, but never this clip.
Everyone is wired their own way, and some people are wired towards blondes, brunettes, big women, skinny women, various ethnicities.
I'm not sure that's the word, Zer.
Z. It's not
Zizards.
Ethnicities.
Zerberts.
Ethnicities. I'm wired. Ethnicities. I'm wired towards older women.
Oh boy, here we go.
Babyface Kyle Jones has never dated a woman his own age, preferring relationships with ladies more than twice as old as him.
An open mouth.
Oh God.
This lady, how old do you think she is?
1,000.
She's really old.
She looks like she's 90. She looks really.
Her mouth is fully open. His tongue.
She's got like a lizard tongue.
It looks like he's trying to save her life right now. Like it looks like CPR.
He's reviving her.
Yeah. Ugh.
Right.
The 31-year-old who lives in Pittsburgh regularly romances grandmas in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s.
90s, dude.
Oof. Bro. I mean, I'm all about everybody getting some, but that's...
Makes his
You're not 90?
hard.
Come on. Yeah.
Makes his dick hard, babe. What do
I know.
you do?
His dick that hangs below his balls or his balls that hang below his dick?
When I first met Cal, quite thrilled. It's very flattering to have the younger guy chase.
91, I told you.
And he was very nice. Sometimes I feel like he's another son.
That's
Until we
not...
hop in bed. Then I feel different.
Yeah, that's kind of not the right analogy. Or he's like my son that I fuck. It's kind of gross.
I'm trying to think what it would take for me to fuck this woman.
All right, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. What would it take, Tom? Could it take?
That's what I'm saying.
Could it take is the real... How do you get it up?
Well, I'd have to have a mask on so I can't see her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to put other visuals in front of me.
You'd wear the mask or you put a mask on her?
No, I would put a virtual reality mask on me so I could see something else.
That's totally cheating and that negates the whole project.
I couldn't do it. I mean, she's got to smell like diarrhea. She smells, old and shitty.
They all smell old and shitty.
She looks like she smokes, right?
You think so? I don't know.
Well, she used to smoke.
Her teeth look good for 91.
Yeah, they don't look that bad. But she also looks like a guy.
Right.
Like if you just go like, hey, what do you see there?
I know you're saying.
I see like a nice old man.
Like, like Dolph Lundgren a little.
What?
Don't you
Dolph
see that?
Lundgren?
Yeah, like an old.
I was just thinking of like a guy at a sandwich shop. Who's like, you want mustard on that? What do you want? That's what it looks like to me.
Right.
It would be really, really something to just say like, hey, just go perform. I think if you were just like, if you go abstain for, a month, so you're just real backed
Real
up.
juiced up.
Yeah. And then you just have her like, you go, I'll just close my eyes and hey,
But her baloney doesn't feel the same.
Oh my God.
It's all loose meats. What do you think her meow is like at that age?
Oh my God.
No, I'm being serious. What happens to
It's
the
the
meows?
driest fucking desert on the planet. It's so bad.
And hangy.
It's not good. Nothing's good.
Do you think they have pubes? Do old people have pubes?
I bet they fall out. Yeah, I bet there's only a few left. So she's probably like, do you like the bald puss spots? Like that. It's a lot. She's 91.
So gnarly, dude.
I mean, I want to bring her a cup of tea or something. But
she's so frail too. It's not even safe for her, is it?
Doesn't feel like it would be.
But while his unusual taste in women is too extreme for most, Kyle takes a different view.
People don't like to think of their parents or grandparents having sex, or they just don't do that. Yes, they do, and some of them have with me.
I'm gonna throw up. Yeah. Well, I'm glad he exists. At least
he's throwing that dick around to a lot of old ladies, which I guess is nice.
Yep. Well,
she's actually really put together for a 91.
For 91, she walks.
She's not
great.
Like hunched over.
Nope, she looks like she's in decent
What's her
shape.
secret, you think? Just getting all this young dick?
Young dicks, yeah. Young D.
There you go.
What do you mean, there you go?
When you get nice and old, bounce on one of these young Ds.
You got it.
From a young age, Kyle realised the pin-ups which were exciting his friends weren't catching his eye.
The first time I realized I was into older women, I probably was 12 or 13 years old.
Really weird
it's funny.
addiction.
The things that they're self-conscious about is what I'm into. I like lines. I like the neck feature. You know, women worry about their boobs sagging. I think the natural hang looks great. I'm a fan of platinum hair. I mean, I don't like to say gray. I like to say platinum. I'm a fan of platinum hair.
I got to keep this guy's number.
Oh.
How do I get it? What's his last name?
I know, right?
Just in case, shit.
Yeah.
You can't die before me. Husbands always do. I got to call up fucking Kyle, or whatever his name is.
He'll be old by then. You got to find a new Kyle.
That's the beauty of the internet, man.
Yeah.
There's always some lunatic out there that wants to bang a 90-year-old.
Put your old fucking
My wrinkled puss up there.
Yeah.
My bald, wrinkly slobbers.
Is anybody gonna fuck my
She doesn't
old
talk
box?
like that, no.
Now I'm doing an impression of you, old. I'm Christina. Take your teeth out.
He came in where I work to buy something.
You work?
I know,
Obtained my
damn.
phone number, gave me his, and then every day he talked to me on the phone until we finally went out. It makes you feel wonderful dating somebody younger than you.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Makes you feel like you're alive
God,
again.
that's hard to watch.
The physical
kid-
side of a
that's
relationship
the hard part.
is wonderful.
Oh,
I amaze
throw up.
myself, and he amazes me.
Ew.
And I like it. Yeah.
Oh, God, the kissing is the hardest thing to watch with those two.
I just
Could you imagine
I don't know
licking her
why
box?
I picture how much she smells.
I know.
No, like the mouth. It's an old mouth.
It's an old
man.
mouth, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those where they go like ha ha ha, and you feel
Yes.
the hot air leaving.
Old
and,
mouths
yeah.
smell really bad. What does her box smell like?
Oof.
Do you imagine?
Oof.
Licking
But with
that
no
old,
immediate
dry
plans
box?
to settle down, Kyle isn't monogamous and enjoys dating several women at the same time.
Yeah, God bless your soul.
He met 68-year-old great-grandmother Anna 2 years ago on a dating website.
Well,
When he first contacted me, I did question his
It's a nice
motives
tit
because
tattoo, huh?
I was twice his
She's a
age.
savage.
We had dinner. I liked him. I felt at ease with him, so
She's a
I started seeing him.
trailer trash for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That tit tattoo.
Yeah, it doesn't look good when you're 71.
No, savage woman.
Babe, who's he's a savage, too.
No, she is. She is.
No, he's the savage.
No, she is. She's a great grandmother.
So
She's
what?
68.
Yeah, but she
Got
needs
tit
love,
tattoos.
too.
Oh, yeah, she's a fucking psycho.
No, he's the psycho.
I have encountered people sometimes that are critical of what I do. But I mean, the most
He's a weird
common
guy.
is that I'm a vulture. You're after money. You're after
Oh, maybe.
inheritance. I hear that all the time. It's not true at all. I do this because I like it, and they like it too.
He's got
Love vocal
some vocal fry. I like it, and they like it too.
It's tough to understand.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know.
I mean, this chick, Jesus.
It's tough.
His mum, Cecilia, fully supports his romantic choices, though admits it took some getting used to.
First time Kylie brought home a girlfriend.
Jesus. Date your mother.
He was 22
She's
and
much
she
better
was
looking.
50.
Oh my God.
You was a young woman back then.
Yeah, I know. I still feel like I am.
Oh, she was like, why you poking at me, bitch?
Well, here's the good news. At least her son is not going to knock up some girl and ruin his life.
Right. True.
That's
It's the big plus there.
yeah. What can go wrong? You know, actually, this is a win-win for him. These broads do die, leave him money. It's great. He's doing a great service for them.
Sure.
Who's it hurting? Just us to watch him.
They could probably die
French
while they're doing it. That's probably
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably going to witness a lot of deaths.
Yeah.
Or have like a lot of people. Imagine if a lot of people you dated died in a certain amount of years.
Isn't that sad?
Well, yeah, I'm saying like for him, it could be like, hey, remember last decade when those 30 girls you dated died? And someone's like, wait, what? And he's like, oh, I date really old people. But still, they all die within a few years.
Well, even
of you dating.
Yeah, I saw a documentary about old people in a retirement community, and they talk about how sometimes they don't even want to make new friends
because they're going to die.
You're going to die. Or why bother with a relationship?
It's a great outlook on life.
I agree.
My whole thing about it, stop meeting people. And
I agree.
And stop loving people.
You know what's so funny is like, I think about when you're going to die.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about that last night, how I was like, I don't really, if he dies, I'm not going to try to like go out and find another dude. Like, oh, fuck it. Like, who cares? Who cares if I'm old and wrinkly and fucking fat?
Just die
I'm serious.
alone, you mean?
Yeah. What am I going to do? Find another husband and do all this again?
I don't want to do that.
No
I don't
way.
Do that either. No,
why? I just fucking, just be alone.
I mean, it's a fantasy, obviously. I lose myself in it a lot. But like the reality of it,
Yeah.
Like a lot of times I'm like, oh, you fell down the stairs, or what happens next week?
Yeah,
that kind of thing, where I'll be like, oh, you do the funeral, and it's like...
And you're laughing the whole time.
Yeah, it's
you're on Tinder at the funeral.
I always picture, too, like, like the day you die, just cleaning out your closet, like throwing everything out. Like,
right.
all right, I got all this room now, hanging up new shirts. and then, like, showing the place to people, like, hey, look at all this space I got.
To a new wife?
Yeah.
When do you get a new wife to replace me?
Well, I think you date right away. I think that they always say, like,
right away.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll be like, I'm needy.
Yeah.
And, I think that's enticing.
You're a broken bird. You have the broken wing. Someone's going to want to rescue you, nurse you.
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think basically dirt goes on the casket and you go, I'm single.
Right. Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
How's that working for you? We'll see.
How's it working? It's not.
We'll see how it's going to work for you when I haunt your house in your dreams.
You're planning on fucking with me?
Yeah, of course.
Afterlife?
I'll be like, hey, Tom. You just fucking bitch in my bed.
Yeah, I could see you doing that.
Yeah, of course I will. Keep her away from my kid, asshole. Yeah. What?
Okay.
I've asked Callie why he prefers older women, and he told me because the older women they're more mature.
Yeah.
There's somebody he can actually sit down and talk to.
No, that's not true.
That's what he likes.
Always
He's not hurting anybody. I don't think that it's really anybody's business.
Well, let me ask you, what do you think he has in common with a 91-year-old? How old is Kyle here? 30 maybe?
Something like that.
She was born in 1900, and this guy wants to have... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She's born in 1912 then, okay?
No, why can't you do the math?
Because I don't do math. Too bad. When is she born? She's 91, let's say 2016.
She was born in 1927.
25.
Jesus Christ. So in 1927, they didn't have...
25.
Yeah.
Did they even have cars back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Model T. She drove a Model T around. They didn't even have penicillin or soap.
Yeah, she's seen the whole world change.
That's what I'm saying. These bitches, they have nothing in common. Their worlds are so different.
Like she sees lightning. She's like, someone turn the lights on. Look at that. That's how we used to see at night when the storms came. Yeah.
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 Totally different worlds.
He's just sitting there eating that old fucking ass and box.
All right, let's go on to the next topic.
Okay.
We can't
All
do
right.
this anymore.
I know, it's making out.
It's too depressing. The making out's too much
It's
to watch.
hard to watch.
1927, man. Like,
we got
dude.
fan mail. Somebody wrote in about the cookie thief last episode.
Interesting, because I still have not cracked the case.
Well, here, this might help you. It says, I think the bigger issue of the cookie thief saga is that Christina was hiding 2 cookies in her purse with absolutely no intention of sharing either one of them with her family. Stop being a selfish asshole, Christina. Wow. And bravo.
Oh, wow. First of all,
American Repair.
First of all, you do have a good point. I had just gotten those cookies as a gift from Uncle Dave the night before. I didn't even have a chance. We got home late that night. We put baby jeans to bed and we collapsed into bed. And the next morning, that was 8 a.m. that I noticed a cookie thief had struck.
Yeah.
So there was no time to even share. So the cookie thief got in there. I don't even know how he knew or she knew I had cookies in there.
Yeah.
How did the cookie thief know that they were even in there?
I don't know. I don't know. Nadav's always over here.
Think?
Blue Band.
You
sorry.
snuck in?
He just gave out his real name.
Uh-oh.
Jew Band.
Uh-oh. That wasn't enough time for the cookie thief or whatever.
I don't know, but again, it's a real interesting thing.
It was I ate the other one. It was real good.
Let me see.
It was a wedding cookie from Cincinnati. Some special company, right? It was like a special cookie.
It was, yeah.
Really good.
Here's another bit of fan mail. Hey, mommies, I asked my wife the other day if she wanted to hear a really funny fart, and she said no.
Nope.
Then it happened. She said, how did you know it was going to be funny? And I said, all farts are funny. We laughed and laughed. Thanks for the podcast. Arnie.
It's a family show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I got my double pipe classic in the mail yesterday and love it. You were not lying. It's very soft and comfy.
Yeah.
Wore it today.
Good.
Nobody knew what it meant, but I did. That's the other thing. I was asking people at shows in Cincy that wore them. I go, is anybody asking you what that is? Because I want to hear stories of someone being like, hey, what is that? And someone being like, you know when you fart and burp at the same time?
Right.
I want to hear those.
It sounds like a really good commercial for it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what is a double pipe classic? Well, funny you should ask. You ever burp and fart at the same time? Who hasn't?
Somebody, listen to this.
Yeah.
The poop bag pillowcase story that was told in the last episode was also referenced in episode 19.
Oh, my goodness.
The validity of hearing the same Brown story twice helps me trust Tommy's poop pile story.
Nope.
It makes me sad
Nope.
that the runner-up to the water champion doesn't believe her main mom.
Oh, my God. First of all, I need to start going through these
Hannah.
emails.
Thank you, Hannah.
Because somebody's selecting them kind of a biased way. It's interesting how the bias is towards...
Literally everything that's coming in, I'm just passing along. These are just the only theories coming in.
And he's just selecting the ones to read.
Yeah.
Interesting.
These are in there. Blue Band put them in there.
Interesting. Now, just because one story is accurate, the pillowcase doesn't mean the poo pile is accurate.
Poo pile is accurate.
It is not. You've changed the details.
No, I haven't.
Since the last time.
When?
What
did I do?
You're the liar. You keep calling me a liar. You're the liar.
What did I do?
You came home yesterday, and you've got these 2 marks on your thumbs. Okay? And I go, what happened to your thumbs?
You see them?
I go, what happened to your thumbs? You go, oh yeah, one night some guy dared me to jump over a parking meter, and I couldn't do it. And the payment for not being able to do it was that he got to put 2 cigarettes out on my thumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I knew immediately that you're a lying liar face who lies because I've fucking seen cigarette burns from high school. I had dumb friends that would put out cigarettes on their arms, and I know what they look like, and they take weeks to heal, and they pus, and it's a really gnarly thing.
It was.
No. You were only in Cincinnati for like 4 days, babe.
Wednesday night when I got there, I go,
yeah.
This guy goes, I bet you can't jump over this parking meter. And I go, yeah, I can.
There's so much wrong with the story.
And he
Go
goes,
ahead.
well, if you can't, I'm going to put these cigarettes out on you twice. And I go, all right, man. And I slid off the top. I just didn't clear it by like a millimeter.
Uh-huh.
And then he put 2 cigarettes out on me right there.
Here's what's wrong with the story. Number 1, you've never leapt, jumped, or skibber-rinky-dinked over a parking meter in your life.
You've seen a photo of me doing it.
As a joke for a headshot when you were like 20.
Yeah.
The photographer made you do it to make you look exciting and interesting.
Yeah.
Because in real life, you would never volunteer
It's
to
the
do that.
gayest thing I've ever done.
Of course.
Yeah. We got to find that somewhere.
It's a horrible photo. It's so stupid, and you
I'm
look
like
so
jumping,
dumb
I'm
doing
like-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing. So,
But-
first of all, that part of the story I knew immediately was a big lie because you never leap or jump over anything. And number 2, I know what a cigarette burn looks like.
Well, and number 3, he put it out twice on me.
Okay.
And it
Such
hurt
a
a
dummy.
lot. It
Did
hurt a
not
lot.
hurt a lot.
Yeah. Pat House was there.
So?
He saw it.
Well, let's ask him then to verify your story.
Let's see if we can get him on the phone.
Okay.
Let's see.
I know you're lying. Just like you're lying about the poo pile story. That story wasn't true either. There's a lot of facts that don't fit your profile.
Like what?
Jumping over anything. I've never seen you jump over anything. You'd split your pants in a second.
It's not true. Not true.
And so who dared you to jump?
Dude,
That's another
he was
part of
walking
the
back
story.
to the hotel.
This dude, just some guy was like, "Hey Tom, Segura, I
It's
know
like
you."
a little city.
It's a little Cincinnati's a little city.
No, where the hotel is.
And then some stranger, "Hey guy, hey dude."
Yeah.
It's just some guy, and you let some guy put 2 cigarettes.
Well, we got a little. We were a little. We were a little lit, a little toasty.
That's another part of the story that doesn't add up.
Why?
Because you seldom get lit.
Well, I know, but it was seldom time.
One time I've seen you shit-housed, drunk enough to do something that dumb. Was at your 23rd birthday party?
25th.
25th, when you were so drunk you were jumping rope in the bar.
Yeah.
And they had to kick you out. And that's the one time.
Your call has been forwarded.
Okay.
Well, that's him.
We'll get Pat House on and he'll tell this bullshit story. Please.
Oh, man. I'm trying.
And you never accept dares for anything. This would be so
But
out
that's
of your
why
character.
being a little effed up, helped. It helped a lot.
Don't buy it. You never get fucked up. For Nadav, Blue Man, you've been on the road with my husband. How wasted does he get every night?
Not every night, but I'd say like once every couple times he gets a little drunk.
Hammered enough
Close
to jump
to it.
over a parking meter and
Yeah, he gets all smiley and stuff. You can tell he's fucked up.
yes, smiley. So that's how I know you're lying. Number one, that's how
What?
you're lying. You don't get smiley and stuff, and you don't act out when you're messed up.
No, I've only seen him drunk. I haven't seen him toasty.
Okay. By the way, that whenever you're toasty or drunk, you go down. You never go up.
Me?
Yeah.
I go down? Yeah. Look at her. Look at her. She's-
I know you, bro.
What do I do?
You chill. You get more quiet and withdrawn, and you're not fun. That's the whole thing. You don't understand. It's like you're not a fun person to be around, even when you're fucked up. That's why I know this is such a fucking lie,
Babe,
because
that's
you're
so
not
insulting.
fun, and you don't do fun things like jump over parking meters. I know this about you.
I'm not a fun person.
Of course not. Neither am I. That's why we're married. We don't like having fun.
It's rude. Really rude.
It's not rude. I'm no fun either. I
What?
don't like to do
Yeah,
stuff.
but everyone knows that.
Oh my god.
God.
All right.
스킬 좀 다르게 찍을 수도 있습니다만 자 이거 먹고
This is Korean. Commentating on video games. If we were talking about announcers that do crazy announcing. And they love this shit.
He touches my mouth. It's a video game and they're going crazy.
Yeah. So anyways.
Wow, those Koreans don't have much sports happening, huh?
Well, I think they just really love this shit. I mean, that's a whole league now, the video game leagues.
What?
Super big.
Oh, yeah, it's really big. And they play in arenas, and people go and watch it on the big
This
screen.
generation is fucking doomed.
There are players that have like 6-figure salaries.
Okay, this is
more,
doomed.
right?
We're done.
7-figure, yeah.
The human race is fucking dying. This is it. The Zers, Zems, the championship games of nothing.
What the fuck is that?
We'll save that for next week.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else, Jeans?
Nope.
I did. Oh, we have. Oh, yeah. My I got my 23andMe results.
Oh, really? They found out you're part dog?
No. I'm in the club now.
Part bear?
Like, I'm about to have a lot of doors open.
Okay, here we go. I'm so nervous.
I am 0.3% Jewish.
What?
Yes. Ashkenazi Jew.
Wow.
I told my manager, like, I want in.
That's great. You're so lucky. Your career's gonna get even bigger now.
I know. I want, like, I want top level access now. Like,
yeah.
Open the doors. I know you've been fucking leaving closed.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of interesting thing happens this week when I started telling people Like a lot of guys are like, oh, well, you can come over for lunch. Like it was
really?
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg took your phone calls.
Yeah. It's like it's really been pretty awesome.
Hanging out with Jonah Hill.
0.3%, but it's there.
I didn't know that. That's really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel like we clicked a lot more this week too.
How come you hid this from me, by the way?
Blue Band was like,
well, you know, I meant to tell you something about the connection I feel closer.
Oh, and I was like, oh, okay.
Wow. Does he eat Jewy stuff in front of you?
He eat matzo balls.
Yeah, do you eat like matzo ball and lox and bagels in front of Tom?
I like lox, but
I love lox.
I don't eat them in front of Tom.
But is that, oh yeah.
You know what? Actually, at the airport, Pat House saw me do something very Jewish. I put all my change into that bucket before you go into security.
Yeah.
And then I just dumped everything into my hand, like all the change. And Pat, I turned and Pat is looking right at me. And I was like, this is the most Jewish thing I've done in like a year.
But keeping the change?
You kept your change? Or
because you need to take everything out of your pockets when you go through security.
Yeah.
So everything. So I had all the change from the weekend.
Right.
And so I put my belt on, I put my wallet in, and then the last thing's the change. And there's so much. I have to pick it up and dump it into my hand.
And you were like, every coin.
I'm super self-aware when I'm doing super Jewy.
Do you really, you do?
There was, like us Jews, we're very aware. I remember I was trying to haggle something when I was at some swap meet with my friend, and I'm trying to bargain a price. And I just hear my friend sighing behind me like, I can't believe you're actually doing this. He totally fucked up my deal. I had to come back the next day.
Really?
Wow. Interesting.
Well, it's a whole, it's like new stuff for me to be self-conscious about.
Yeah.
And when I start doing that, I'll be like, Jewish.
You know,
Get ready to hate yourself.
What do you mean
Get ready to the self-hating Jew.
Yeah.
And also your nose is kind of Jewy.
What the fuck?
No, I'm serious. Look at it.
What the fuck,
You and
man?
Blue Band have a similar nose now that I look. Let's post a photograph, if we can, of the two profiles. Yeah, look how Jewy you are. Now that I look at you, your lips are large and you've got... Where's that? I wish we had that drawing of the exemplary Jew from that Hateful Girls.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a photo
video.
right there.
Yeah, see how kind of... You can't really tell, but there's like a hump there.
Jesus.
Your lips are big.
You're so
and
racist.
your hair's really curlier than it's ever been.
Okay.
It's really interesting.
I got a couple quick would you rathers.
Drink the top layer. Prominent, itchy asshole. It's time to play with real sexual predator. It's time to play chunky. It's time to play with snotty-filled toilet paper. The urine from two dirty homeless men. It's time to wipe my butt with your mucus. Homeless jars. I've been to have sex with your sister. Take it in the face. Vinegar stripes. The grandmother walks in on you masturbating. Never have another orgasm. It's time to play. Would you rather? It's time to play. It's time to play. Would you rather?
All right. That's a great one. Is that by Ali? Is that who did that?
I'm not sure.
Would you rather have an internal and external hemorrhoid or ingrown toenails on both your big toes that are also infected? Oof. Where do you want pain? In your asshole or your feet? That's basically the question. That's a simple way of doing it. Do you want your toes or your asshole to hurt all the time?
But you know what's real sneaky about fingers and toes is that when those hurt, those really hurt.
Yeah.
You ever had it when you pull out the hangnail and remember I had one that got so infected you can't sleep at night if it's like throbbing in pain.
No, I know. There's a lot of pro athletes that have had their careers derailed by toe injuries. People don't realize. Yeah, sure. Because if it's that bad, if your big toe is, you get turf toe or broken or something like that, you can't push off of it. You can't run. You can't jump. You can't do anything.
Right.
You're just in pain.
Wow.
What do you think? What do you go for?
I've had hemorrhoids since I was pregnant. And, you don't really feel them at least I didn't, until I had to go brown.
Yeah.
And I was wiping. I remember wiping was like... But then now with this bidet, kind of bypass.
We got to change that battery.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I would go for the hemorrhoids.
Wow.
Because that's only once a day or twice a day when you're dumping like normal people, not like you, where you shit every 15 minutes.
No, I also have I have a fear of the of the toe injuries and stuff. So I think I would go. I already have asshole like excitement every day.
Yeah.
So I think I would take those hemorrhoids. Whew.
Yeah, the the little stuff is what gets you in life. The toe and the fingers, you don't want to hurt those.
Man. This one, they broke it up, one for me and one for you.
All right, go.
Tom, would you rather wear a bodysuit of Bert Chrysler for 1 year or have Christina wear your bodysuit and make love to your, how do I say, rectum once a month for a year? Wow.
Wow.
Well, nothing would be worse than having to be like Bart, but, oh, that was Pat. God damn it. Should I try to call him back or no?
That's up to you.
All right. I'll call him in a second.
After the segment.
I would absolutely make love to my own bodysuit that you wear over walking around with Bert's horrific.
I think
super obese
anything's
body.
better than looking like Bert.
A bariatric
Bert
patient.
Chrysler naked. Yeah.
Bart is a mess.
Yeah.
Big fat mess.
Big fat.
Yeah. He's
Large.
a big fat mess. Christine's the one for you. Would you rather toss Tommy salad after he farted?
Nope.
Or shave his butthole after a devastating number 6?
Oh, shave the butthole.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Easy peasy. Because my mouth doesn't have to go on it. Who cares if you get shit on your hands?
Silly fucking
I get shit on my hands daily. It's like not a problem.
Anthony, no.
Come on.
Tom, would you rather jerk off Top Dog? Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
To completion every day while he tells you how much he enjoyed the last time you jacked him off? Or Top Dog jerk you off every day while he tells you how much he enjoyed the last time he jacked you off?
Interesting. That is a good one.
It is. And then
That's a
it says ...
good one.
or be as fat and sweaty as Bert.
Oh, well, that's...
This one is so horrific that I think I would dive into the most disgusting of all choices and be Bert.
Yeah.
Because
Clearly.
sex with dad, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's not gonna... But I guess the real question is, can your dad get a boner or will you get a boner?
It'd be impossible.
It would be impossible for your dad to give you a
Which just
hard-on.
means these sessions would never end because he'd be like, you gotta come.
Yeah.
You decided to play this game.
So long. But then how would you get your dad hard? Oh, man. And he's older, too.
Okay, Jeans, would you rather never be able to wipe or clean your asshole for the rest of your life? Oh, my God.
Next one.
Or have gnarly, jacked up teeth with shit breath while missing your 2 fronts and never be able to fix anything.
Oh, God.
Forever putting respect on your name, Jeremy. Oh, my
Now,
God.
hold on. So you can't wipe your bum? You can't clean the duke off?
Yeah.
Let's try to... You can't wipe or clean off poo.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that.
You'd rather be like that?
Who's going to see my asshole?
Yeah, but you have a shit fail. You never wipe, ever?
Yeah, but I just take a shower. He didn't say I can't go in the shower and spread my cheeks and let the water do its thing.
What if you have to shit in public?
It seldom happens.
But if it does,
it seldom
you just walk around with Dookie.
Yeah, I've done it before. You've never taken a shit that you can't wipe up. Hence the never-ending wipe and why I would shit to shower. I've taken shit so disastrous that the wipe, that sometimes there's just brown in the underwear.
Ugh,
You've never done that. The butt stamp where you leave the brown in the underwear?
Ugh. So disgusting. Okay, I got to call Pat. Wait,
I have one for you.
What? Well, it's ringing. What?
Would you rather have sex with that old lady, the 91-year-old, but without your face mask, without your... You got to go au naturel.
Yeah.
No boner pills. 100% natural.
Yeah.
You got to look in her eyes. You got to be present. You just have to look in her eyes.
No boner pills.
No boner pills. No virtual realities.
Yeah. Or?
You can use lubricant and theater of the mind. That's all you got.
Okay.
Or you take as many steroids so the guy in the opening clip and your balls shrink 50%.
I'm fucking Aunt Edna, man. 100%.
Rather than have your nut shrink. But that's a good thing. Girls like it.
Yeah.
That's what we learned.
By the way, he's all for the illusion too. It makes your dick look bigger. Like, it doesn't make your dick bigger.
No.
It makes it look bigger.
In relation to, yeah.
To your tiny, childlike balls. Yes.
Yes, you have a tiny dick and then kid balls.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. The logic doesn't work.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Wait, so you're taking the old lady?
Oh, for sure. And I'm slamming her, thinking about that guy's tiny little balls while my big balls slap against her old, broken body.
Why isn't
Answer
this
your fucking
dumb
phone.
answering now? Fucking Pat. Fucking camp. Answer your phone, shit.
Answer.
You smell like the farts that
God
you
damn it, you
are.
Your call.
Dude. What is wrong with you? My God, I want to kill him. When somebody's like, yeah, we can talk. I'm telling him, and he's like, yeah. I'm calling you from another number.
Hello?
Jesus Christ. What does it take for you to answer the fucking phone?
I'm at work. I got tables.
All right, listen, man. This is really important. Sorry. But we're on the
Really
podcast
important.
right now, and
It's really important.
my wife doesn't... I told her you were there. She wanted to ask about those cigarettes being put out on my hand.
Stoops.
Oh, yeah, outside the Waffle House.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, where?
Outside the Waffle House.
Oh, I didn't get that detail earlier.
Well,
Interesting.
No, because we went late. This is what I told you. I've been drinking. I've been smoking. Waffle House is right next to the complex, the hotel complex. So
Okay.
it's like we're walking back. There's a guy. He's like, I bet you can't jump over the fucking parking.
Who's this guy, Pat? Describe the guy.
Okay, describe the guy.
White male, 50s junkie.
It's funny. I didn't get that.
What did I leave
You
out?
didn't say that earlier. He was a junkie or 50s.
I say he was a guy walking around.
It was a road stop transient.
And you had a bet going with a road stop transient.
It was in the moment. I was a little drunk. I was a little high.
I'd say you have to be a lot drunk and all.
Well, I wasn't. I mean, I was enough. I was suggestible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was suggestible.
Pat, how fun is my husband when he's drunk or high? Just how much fun is he in general?
It's fantastic.
See?
Lie. I know you're lying, Pat.
Can I tell you
you're
what she
lying.
said?
You're such a liar.
Her general blanket statement was, Tom, you're not a lot of fun.
No.
And that's why I like being married to you,
Yeah, you're the best husband ever.
because you're not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree. That was the highlight of my weekend.
See?
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
And how did my husband take the pain of the cigarette burns?
Owned it.
Owned it. That's another bullshit.
Why would that be bullshit?
You don't handle pain well at all.
Like when?
Exactly.
Well, when?
You don't handle things like that. You don't do. That's some sadistic, weird shit that you don't do. You would have to be a totally different person to have this happen to you.
It was just.
Are you having some kind of midlife crisis?
No, but I was just not 100%
Mental illness?
sober. I wasn't 100% sober.
Bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit?
What? Hey, Pat, what did my husband take that night that led him to do that? What did he do?
What did he take that night?
Yeah. What did he drink?
We had a couple beers and the Patron, I believe.
Oh, it's interesting because Blue Band said that he was high on pot.
Blue Band wasn't there.
No, they did
This
this
is
on
Wednesday night. Blue Band got there Thursday.
But how did he know you were toasty? He declared
Because
you were
he
toasty.
saw me. Because he saw me smoke. He said when he's toasty.
Uh-huh.
He saw me smoke the next night.
Okay.
I had like a little toke.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, man. You have no idea how much fucking fun I am.
You're so no fun.
All right.
You're never
It was
fun.
the highlight of the weekend.
Yeah.
Look,
okay. All
we'll
right,
let you go, Pat.
Liar.
Thank you so much for. I'm sorry I bugged you, man, but
No,
it was a fun,
no problem.
Fun time, and thank you for being my alibi and my witness to the crime. I appreciate
Lies.
Absolutely.
Thanks for lying,
Anytime,
Pat.
my friend.
it. All right, buddy. We'll talk
Liar.
soon.
See you later. See you later.
There you go.
Whatevs, dude. It's a vagrant. That's funny because you didn't mention that it was a 50-year-old
Very funny, Pat.
vagrant.
I mean, I didn't leave. I didn't give you a different description.
You're
I thought he
just
was
a guy. Yes, it is. It's a guy. It's a guy. A 50-year-old vagrant, like homeless junkie type. That's a type. You don't.
Well, I mean,
you don't just gloss over.
Like shit's real. I hope my cigarette burns heal.
Those aren't cigarette burns, dude.
Thank you guys for listening to the show. Jeans, you want to add anything before we go?
You're telling me I'm a liar. You lie to me every episode. The poo pile's a lie.
That's not a lie.
The cigarette burn's a lie. Lie.
I can get some phone calls for the poo pile for sure.
Okay. And this is called projection. When you project onto me what you are, you're telling me I'm the liar. You're the liar.
Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. YourMomsHousePodcast.com. Please go to TomSegura.com, not just for tickets to live shows, but for the very important Bert is Fat shirt.
Oh, right. We got to start that.
Yeah. Those will be up soon. Or they'll be up when you listen to this show. Okay? Lots of love. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, Jeans.
Bye, mommies.
All right. Here we go, Jeans.
Oh, shit.
No, this is nothing to do with you, I promise.
Yeah, right.
I promise.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Wet nutsack. This is no shit. Wet nutsack.
It's a surprise.
Wet nutsack. This is no shit. Wet nutsack.
It's a surprise.
It's just coming. Wet nutsack. It's just coming. It's just coming, you know.
I know.
It's just coming. Wet nutsack. It's just coming. It's just coming.
It's a surprise. You did it, and we both went.
It was incredible. Wet nutsack.
It's a surprise. Again, I want more. Is there more?
Wet nutsack. I think it was towards the end of lunch.
Just especially when you do it in front of your mom.